Good morning, students. I hope you all had a nice weekend. If you remember from last week, we discussed iconic literature, and I believe we left off with Edgar Allan Poe. So, why don't one of you raise your hand and tell me a fact or aspect that you learned from one of his stories? I just want to see where we're at for the quiz on Friday.
Well, I remember we talked about the raven and how it dealt with grief and that sort of memory of a loved one.
Okay, good. Can anyone else give me a quote that spoke out to them? Yeah. All right, Alex, let's see what you got.
A quote that spoke out to me, I'd say, was, "And being so young and dipped with folly, I fell in love with melancholy." I resonated with this quote because, if I'm being honest, it sometimes just feels helpless, and, I don't think I'm the only one who would agree with that.
Okay. Elaborate.
Like, how can you be so young and naive and know to trust someone? It's almost like a snake eating its own tail. There's no way of surviving without trusting someone else. Without, taking a risk with someone more experienced. What if that trust and foolishness ruins you? Is there ever really a chance at true happiness? I just, I thought that the way Poe demonstrated that quote, it had a lot of layers, and it was really fascinating.
Very good, Alex. Yeah, Poe's way of interpretation is what makes him so timeless. I enjoy listening to your opinions and interpretations of his work. All right, let's keep this going. So, who else found something fascinating about Mr. Poe?
Mr. Sully, I have one. The story that I found most fascinating was A Telltale Heart. The main point being that murder is likely to come to light. In the story, the crime was concealed well, but the narrator was unable to overcome his or her guilt after killing an innocent person.
Wow, very good. You guys are killing it. The Telltale Heart is one of my favorites, and I want to ask something that Mr. Poe says in his vulture eyes. Maisie, what do you think that represents? What did you picture when reading that?
I think they represented paranoia and guilt, but also the monstrous old man caused the narrator his sanity, therefore taking the man's life, showing both cost each other something.
So you don't think that the innocent old man's life was equivalent to the narrator's sanity?
I do, but I think that being one step ahead of somebody isn't a crime, for if the old man had actually been harmful, then the narrative would shift and the old man would become the villain. It's all about perspective, but I believe in putting yourself ahead of the opponent. After all, the first strike is the most important. You can watch and wait like the narrator all you want, but the first move can make or break you.
Well, that is definitely not a response I've gotten before. Would you care to elaborate more on that, Maisie? All right, class, just settle down. This isn't a big deal. Let's just all put our phones away and continue the class.
Mr. Sully, can this be real?
Was the president really assassinated?
It's not the fact that our president was assassinated that's what we're worried about, Alex. It's the fact that our president was a goddamn alien.
Okay, there's no need for profanity, and I'm sure this is all just a big misunderstanding. I think the best course of action is to just continue the class, and we'll discuss this at the end of the period.
Mr. Sully, with all due respect, it's a little hard to concentrate right now when our country might be under attack. Is it even safe for us to be here? Should we go home? Should we text our parents?
People who had a glimpse of the incident are tweeting out saying that he had scales.
Scales? Like a lizard? Jesus Christ. Like the stories, the theories.
What theory?
You don't remember this? Back in history class, we talked about it. It's weird how the pyramids of Giza didn't have any extra help or technology to build them. Remember when Mr. Wilkinson showed us that video of the celebrities' eyes changing? He did that as an April Fool's joke, but I think he might be right.
Okay, but if the lizard people wanted to hurt us, do you think they would just give away that the president's one of them?
Or maybe this is just how they found out and the higher-ups are just trying to warn us.
Mr. Slipman, what's going on? This isn't real, is it?
As of right now, everything that I am seeing is saying that it's true. But this is all very new, and again, it could just be a big misunderstanding. And I'm sure if there was an alien invasion, the world wouldn't end in the next 30 minutes. So protocol is protocol, and I know we are all very stressed out, and I'm sure we won't focus for the rest of the lesson, but we need to get back to work and talk about alien invasion propaganda when we go home.
Unless you are. Why should we listen to you?
The pictures do look real.
Judgment Day is upon us.
Alex, okay?
Maisie, could you go check on him for me, please?
Hey, you good?
I don't know, I couldn't breathe. The lights were so bright. The room started spinning. I couldn't be in there listening to those stupid questions.
Yeah, I get it. Do you think it's real, though?
I mean, that's what's got me scared. If the president is some scaly alien monster, I mean, what else is true? Isn't the world bad enough without stuff like this? And even if it is a prank, isn't that messed up? I don't know, I also wanted to call my mom. I know that's stupid and a little embarrassing, but what else is there to do?
Is it still bad at home? I get it, my mom's so everything too. Aren't you afraid that I'm a lizard person?
Maisie, there are pictures of us both in diapers. I doubt you're important enough to be replaced by a lizard.
Well, even lizard people have to go to school to become the next president.
It's going to get you too. This is happening, the eyes are true.
What was the point in even trying?